Alrighty, so last week I actually took a little bit of a break from this game, considering I had a really busy week last week. It was kind of insane and such, but now that crazy week is over, wow, that transition worked completely as intended. We could potentially hop back into some more Hey Pikmin. So, I mean, my game queue is looking really crazy going forward, and I kind of just want to, like, power through this game. How close are we? We need, like, 30,000 spark. We're not even halfway. Oh, no. We're gonna freaking bum rush this game is what we're gonna do, because there's a lot of other things that I want to hop into and such. Like, my stream schedule has gotten rather crazy lately. Like, if I go to my freaking, hold on, do I have a regular display capture thing here to just show? Yeah, my current schedule is like, we just picked up Bravely Default 2, which is gonna take me 3,000 years. I still have to finish some stuff off with Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and Freedom Cry, which hopefully shouldn't take too long. I want to get Hey Pikmin done with, and then this is just gonna be like on and off, since it's the whole like multiplayer kind of shenanigans thing. And like, that on its own isn't that bad, but when you consider that I plan on streaming through all of Sly 3 in one sitting on March 4th, and then March 9th is the release of Watch Dogs Legion's multiplayer, so I'll be hopping into that. And now I have some new plans, with consideration to Pokemon Platinum, it might just benefit me to push through some stuff to make some space for some of these other things. So with the most recent Direct, that was on February 26th, I believe, 2 days ago. Yeah, that was Friday and today's Sunday. The February 26th Pokemon Direct that announced the Diamond and Pearl remakes, as well as Pokemon Legends and such. I need to remember how to play this game. Let's see. This game is so weird. Wait, it's Winged Pikmin. Winged Pikmin, eh? Those will be nice to have around if you ever fall from a high place. Unlike other Pikmin, they can even follow you into places where you can only reach with your jetpack. Oh, so we got Winged Pikmin and such. Can you carry this? Okay, cool. Anyway, with a Direct that recently announced Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as well as the whole freaking Pokemon Legends situation, I have been thinking over the past weekend about potentially starting Pokemon Platinum on the channel pretty soon here. Reason being, I like doing things like on the channel relatively in order, so I think it'd be cool to do like, you know, original and then remake, well, enhanced version of original that came out later after originals before the actual remake in question, but you know what I mean. Oh! Whoa! Wait, can I not go up with? I can glide down, but I can't go up? I don't think I can go up unless my freaking thing is bugging out here again. Yeah, enhance if you want to call Platinum that compared to Diamond and Pearl. Hello, Mortis. How are you doing today? So, like, can I not go back up again? That's good to hear, though, Tara. I hope that mine doesn't do the same, because we had some problems with Bravely Default 2 yesterday. But yeah, so I do think that it would be neat to cover, like, a form of the original and then remakes. I don't understand. And then another reason is that then when we play the freaking remakes of Diamond and Pearl, then I can, like, better identify, like, the changes and stuff like that and how it really compares to the originals if I do, like, Platinum first. As well, the third reason, and the reason why I want to do Platinum on the channel soon, is because I am currently putting together a video essay on the state of Pokemon on the Switch, and as I talk about like various remakes and stuff and original releases, I'm probably going to want to have some footage of Platinum, so I'd like to get that footage sooner than late. Gosh darn it, this game! Hello, Sayuri, what shenanigans is this? This is the freaking most highly anticipated game of whatever. What year did this come out in? I have no idea. But after so many years since 2013, after Pikmin never got Pikmin 4, here it is, totally Pikmin. It's not Pikmin 4. It's a freaking weird spin-off 2D thing that, like, is there some way that you can use the, wait, I just realized this. Hope you're doing well today, Sayuri, but yeah, good to hear that you're doing well, Mortis. But yeah, we're pulling flower people if you don't know what Pikmin is. But if you do know what Pikmin is, welcome to the freaking strangest title in the whole series. So yeah, I'm thinking about potentially like really pushing through, you know, through Hey Pikmin here so that we can move on to Platinum and stuff. Never played Pikmin before. Oh, it's a resource management game where you manage a small army. And in the other games, you manage up to 100. In this game, you manage up to like 20, and it's 2D instead of 3D, and it's very strange. But the first Pikmin game was all about Olimar here being stranded on this planet, and you need to freaking go recover the missing parts to his ship using the help of the Pikmin. And so, is there gonna be like a secret thing up there? There's no way I can get up there, I don't think. Anyway, it's very strange but entertaining. Maybe weird, but it's got really good level design. Yeah, in a lot of places in here, it's had really good level design in a lot of places. I'm still not quite sure what I think about this 2D one. I like its charm and stuff. But yeah, anyway, Nintendo finally announced Gen 4 remakes way sooner than they should have, and the remakes do not look good, unfortunately, in my eyes. Which is one of the big reasons that I'm putting a video essay together, is on the fall of Nintendo standards to... I don't know how you ate a couple, but okay. Doing well, just finishing up your work shift, only have about 2 hours left, and then to sleep. Gotcha. Wait, so are you still, like, living within the... Oh, can I not throw this? Within the hotel that you work at, then? Like, is there still issues and stuff like that that results in that, or am I losing my mind? I got 3 days off this week, so you're excited for that. Nice. So a long weekend, then. In that case. I'm getting more texts from my cousin about freaking Bravely Default 2 shenanigans that we'll properly address when we hop into that maybe later this stream. Hello, Galaxia Shiba. Howdy there, oh crap, I do not like these freaking doodles. Okay, it looks like we can get the wing Pikmin to do the freaking bouncy bounce on them. But yeah, I'm putting together a video essay on the modern state of Pokemon on the Switch, and kind of where Nintendo and the Pokemon Company's standards have gone in several instances. So that'll be interesting when that comes together. But I'm gonna want footage of Pokemon Platinum for that. So, So yeah, my plan is to push through Hey Pikmin, and then once it's done, I'll probably wind up starting Pokemon Platinum on this channel. So what I spent a lot of today doing was actually designing a layout for this. I don't think I can get up there with... oh, I can, apparently. Is that one of those, I don't know what they're called. Is that the things where you like turn them upside down and then they go, Mrr. Sloshy nostalgia, corned beef. Okay, that's not the thing that I'm thinking of. But the thing that I'm thinking of, what are those called? I literally don't remember. But anybody know what those things are that I'm talking about? Or am I freaking out of my mind? Anyway, so the thing is, most of today was me working on a layout for that and experimenting with some things. So, you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what it's called? Because I have literally no idea what it's called. That's what I thought that was. It said that it was like canned something or other, so I assume it's not that. But like, now I want to know what this thing is called. What the heck? My oh my. But yeah, during the long weekend, you stay at the hotel just in case they need you. Plus, your home is like 30 to 40 minutes away. Your sister works a lot during the day, so she can't always bring you to work. Gotcha. So I guess you get a ride to and from then, like with carpooling or whatnot. But anyway, what I spent most of today working on, I can show it here. I experimented with a lot of different layout designs. Most of the time when I do 3DS or DS games, I'll have it be that, like, the top screen is bigger, the bottom screen is smaller. There's a little bit of an exception for Hey Pikmin here because the bottom screen is, like, the main focus. So they're kind of they're more equal size here than anything, but usually with, like, the other 3DS games I've played, it's, like, the top screen will be bigger and the bottom screen will be smaller, but, like, they still take up, like, even-ish amounts of space. I decided to have a much bigger emphasis on the top screen in my Pokemon Platinum layout, and it's a layout unlike any of the handheld layouts I've ever done before. This is what it currently looks like. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pause this real quick. Is what we do so that we can play this. So I was experimenting with this earlier, is the thing. So the chat box is underneath, and I think it's a nice size. I think it works. I cannot express to you, like, how many times I redesigned this freaking layout here. Like, I needed to find space for the badges, the Pokeballs that show, like, my team of 6, which is over here, the chat box, the jar if I could find space for it, and I did not know, like, what way to put them together to have that work. So initially I had the top screen be a bit smaller, and I started putting the Pokeballs underneath it, but then I was like, I don't know about that. What's my freaking chat box dimensions gonna be, and where is that? Also, is my bitrate still lower than it should be from the Bravely Default 2 thingamabob the other day? Because my bitrate is... Okay, it's set at what it should be. My stream is just not sending a lot of information there. But yeah, so I set up all the badges here at the top that I can easily toggle on and off when they're obtained. I have various gifts for the team and such. So I could go ahead and change those to like whatever I need to change them to, essentially, if that changes and such. And I generally like the way that it turned out, but like, man, it took me a long time to figure out putting this together. Like, my goodness, it is a very different handheld layout than anything that I've done here before. Nice Lear. Anyway, that's just purely for testing purposes. We're gonna go back to Hey Pikmin here then. Is the thing. Let's go ahead and continue. But that's what I was working on earlier today, was that layout, essentially. So I look forward to using it, because I actually like how it turned out. It just took me so many attempts to, like, settle on that. Hold on. I'll catch up on the things that I missed here in a hot second. Wait, I'm just gonna climb up here, and then I'll catch up. And such. I'll take out these guys. Okay. But yeah, there's no public transportation between where you live and your job, and Uber is expensive. No, what I meant by that is more so, like, don't drive yourself. Get, like, rides and carpooling and such, which there's nothing wrong with that, but... Ooh, let's maybe grab this stuff first. But yeah, they're like those slide things that push the air across a tube to make a cow noise / horn. Huh. A loop whistle or vulsa? Is that what it's called? It's not something you play, you tilt it from side to side across a tube and it makes a noise. Yeah, it was a freaking... whatever the heck it was. If it helps narrow it down, the freaking... What was that one sound company called that freaking was involved in, like, so many animated movies back in the day? It was, like, TGH or something like that. And it was, like, part of their intro to their freaking... before movies to show that they worked on, like, some of the sound design and stuff. Oh, there's a freaking lock and stuff. What the hell? Wait, but I can hover and then do... Oh. Yeah, so I think I can just hover down with these guys. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know what they're called. I thought that's what this second treasure here was. It's not, I don't think. But, like, that's what I thought of when I saw that. I forgot those even existed. Ominous Vault, sweet. We're going. We're going places now. Down we go. Get down here. Thank you. Okay, so that's all that's here with the... We got a little cutscene just for, like, this right area? I think it's called a moo box, you think? Maybe? There is a Dudo to fight for... because this is the main way. At first, for some reason, my brain told me I went through some, like, optional corridor, and I was getting ready to go back the other way again. Whoops. Well, I is big dumb. Yeah, so it's way harder to get these guys to bounce off of these guys, because you can't just throw them above and, like... Well, I'm yoink all this sparklium and stuff. Yeah, I think you can't go up, I think. Oh, you can go up slightly. But, like, not a whole lot. Okay. Other than that, you don't know. Wait, I just realized yoink, I can still yoink that one. Sweet. Awesome. It's been a while since I played this game. Is the thing. My God, how many of these freaking doodles are there? Okay, we made it to the end of the level, though. So I believe we're at World 5 currently in this. But yeah, you're playing Platinum as well, as you two want to compare it and the remakes when they come out, and now you're sad that the Poketch most likely isn't coming back. Oh yeah, since that was like a thing on the bottom screen and such. And how would that work on like a single screen kind of game? The map and team ups are useful. Yeah, I thought it was neat, quite frankly, back in the day. Well, we'll finally make it past the halfway point. To think this entire time we weren't past the halfway point. Zappy safe sloshy nostalgia. Are we sure this isn't what this is? Is it called a moo box? Is that actually what it is? And we got wing Pikmin now. Ah, Captain Olimar, I thought you might like to know that there's been some activity at Pikmin Park. This is not something that I thought we might have talking about this stream, but wound up happening when all of a sudden that one treasure looked pretty much exactly like that. Wing Pikmin have arrived in the park. Send them to search places. Send them to search places too high for other Pikmin to reach. The Pikmin found something. A reason to enjoy the game more? Though, as I've been playing this game more, I do think that it's probably not half bad. Like, it has its charm and its uniqueness and stuff, but like, man, if only there was a Pikmin 4. Happy Normal, happy to report that they found a stash of Sparkling Seeds. Oh, great, 10. Just what I needed. Well, up too high for the other Pikmin to reach. But like, what you mean? Oh, this? Would they go after the rocks up there, maybe? Like, hold on. Let's just have a little bit of a look-see here. Because I'm curious now. Go grab the thingamabobs. Friend says the Poketch could be in the top right of the screen, like some sort of minimap, but don't see a reason for them to do that unless you can enable and disable it at will. Yeah, it could always be like maybe a Breath of the Wild minimap, maybe even bottom right, something like that. I don't know. Just send them here to some of this grass, the last little bit there. Okay. Alright, so we cleared Fragrant Forest. I really like the area names in Pikmin games in general. Pikmin games definitely get Valley of the Breeze, definitely get area names quite well. And I guess it's fitting for like such an autumny area here as well. Valley of the Breeze, let's go. So those at your job once you played it while you worked until you were told to put it down? What, the freaking moo boxes that we were talking about as the last treasure there? Oh, what? Wait, you used to sell them at your job? Or am I interpreting something wrong here? Guess we go down, down, down to the bottom of the sea, where our soggy friend SpongeBob waits for you and me. Yoink! Ah, grab that one. That one in particular was like super important. Grab it all. Boobity bop. Oh, yes. My, oh my. And this is a interesting thing that we have here. Oh, I should have gone down that way. Oh. Oh. Oh no, let's go ahead and retry that maybe. Spin around my mouse cursor there. Okay, well, come along friends. Come along. Wonder what the Japanese names of the stage are? That's a good question there. I mean, what? They turned out pretty well in English here. I assume they'd be pretty alrighty in Japanese as well. It sucks when you have games where like the names are so cool in Japanese and then English is just like something lame. Luckily, I don't think that's the case here. All right, we'll fall a bit faster, is what we do. So, okay. Don't get hit by those spikes and stuff. Okay. Boop. Who needs to fall onto those? Who needs it? Battery. Slimmerized cell. Didn't I make that freaking same reference in a previous part of this when we got a battery? I think maybe. Like, to re-clarify about that, I typically don't watch a whole lot of big YouTubers nowadays, any of the like super big channels, because usually I spend my time like watching like smaller streamers and creators and stuff like that. But back when, like a very, very long time ago, I used to watch all these big YouTubers, and I remember when Outlast first came out, which was in like 2013 or 2014 or something like that, and I remember watching PewDiePie's playthrough of that, and every time that he got a freaking battery, he'd be like, battery, now every single time I see a stupid battery in Pikmin, I think of that freaking that stupid, I don't know if he was referencing something when he did that, I don't know what that tune is supposed to be, but like, every time I see a battery in Pikmin and collect it, I can't help but think of freaking PewDiePie's Outlast from like 2013 or something like that. Every single time. Like, it's just stuck in my head until the end of time. What is this? What are those? A super secret area? Grab the thingamabob. We only need 30,000 of them. No biggie. Did. Imagine. Let's go ahead and put that extra Whoa! Sparkling in my pocket. Whoa! Whoa! It's a trophy to show that you're #1. You can't take his hat, Mr. Krabs. That's Smitty Weber Man Jagger Man Jensen. He was number 1. Probable teapot? At first I thought that said portable, but no, it says probable. Probable teapot, like it's probably a teapot, but Almar doesn't really know. I assume those two are coming with me, but yeah. God, starting with Piplup and Platinum is annoying. Not only do you have a massive chance to lose the first rival battle, but like Bubbles sucked until Gen 6 where it became a good starting move. I mean, I have only ever experienced the Gen 4 games with starters of Turtwig and Piplup. I don't think I've ever... Actually, maybe I did do it with Chimchar once. I replayed a bunch of the Gen 4 games. Oh? Come close. I don't want you to freaking get into the spikes and stuff. No. I'm just gonna keep tapping the whistle button in fear. Oh? I thought those were yellow Pikmin at first. That's why I was so surprised. What the hell? Get down here. I'm saying hey. Why can't I climb up this? Are you kidding me? I literally needed to go up like a smidge before it let me do the thing. Rapidly click my mouse there. Oh, and they're all gonna go down the thingamabob. Down the little chute down here. I wish there was an easy way to just tell them to drop. Wait. Don't tell me they freaking... Welp. Guess we're never getting those. My goodness. Just notice you're playing this DS game with a computer mouse. Yes, this is on my PC right now. I'm using the Citra emulator because then we get to increase the game speed if we want, and we get to play in HD. And even though I can technically stream 3DS games from my actual 3DS, like, it's not an as good of graphics. Like, the graphics that I would stream from my 3DS to my computer are worse than the actual native 3DS graphics, because it's actually my 3DS streaming to my computer. So you know, it's not like a 3DS capture card, because I don't even think those are made anymore. What the hell is this royal BS? I just lost almost all my Pikmin. So yeah, we're playing in Citra, which adds the enhancements of being able to play the game in full HD, which is neat and not the way that the game was intended to be seen. And it lets us do other things like increase the speed. Want to play at 2 times speed? Here we go. What could possibly go wrong? Absolutely nothing. That's what I say. Oh my goodness. This was a bad idea. This was a bad idea. I probably should not be playing at double speed. Give me the things. Ah, no. Oh my goodness gracious. Ah, get away from me. No. This game is so much more intense when you play it at double speed. Jeebus. Let's go. Well, I missed some treasure somewhere, probably because I was playing at double speed. So yeah, there's a lot of things an emulator can do that a regular 3DS can't. So when it can be helped, I play on a computer. So I play like with my keyboard. I use like WASD for circle pad and such. And then the music's so fast. Hi, Captain Osmo. I thought you might like to know that there's been some activity of the Pikmin proper. Well, we're gonna play at double speed now. Pikmin found something. Wow, there's a freaking nail trimmer. Nail clipper, sorry. Captain Osmo, with Pikmin I found a treasure. I'm almost done analyzing. This should yield a very nice. That's 200 more sparklium. Oh, that's nice. I'd say we've exhausted this area of a sparklium. Okay, well. But yeah, try to explain to someone who's never played it before in a short amount of time. Go? What, Pikmin? Or something else? Do you mean Pikmin here? Captain Ola, how about you report that the Pikmin season found a stash of sparkle seeds? This should yield a very nice 10 more sparkle. Hold on. Wait, so is there anything the Reds can even do here at the moment? Like, wait. Wait, hold on. Just a sec. I'm just gonna freaking wrap stuff up here. Can they do anything here? No? Like... Is there anything left? Pikmin, like the Pikmin series? Can they do anything here? They just like watch and motivate, I guess? Sure. Oh my goodness. Wait, what if how fast can we push this? Behold, the power of an emulator over a native 3DS. It looks like roughly 480% speed is about what my computer can push here. I mean, there's probably some way to tell it to like push farther, but it'd probably like destroy the game. You know, there's that. Let's put it back down to regular game speed. This is what we do. Here we go. This is regular game speed. We could also make it slower if we wanted to. 25% speed. Oh, it's such a bad idea. Back to regular speed.